Hey yo guys, we'll be back with another video. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe.
I'm an overthinker, a really bad overthinker. So bad to the point where I become overly cautious about everything. Like I need constant answers and responses just to keep my calm. It's a trait about myself that I've finally accepted and currently am trying to overcome after it almost destroyed a lot of my friendships, made me miss a lot of opportunities, ruined my mental and spiritual health, and most importantly, almost made people distance themselves from me because I tried to fix situations that weren't even a problem to begin with. It's so bad to the point where I get so paranoid about certain situations and I'll think of every possible way something can go wrong. Like I'll hesitate and I'll think about that something.
Oh, hey, by the way, look at this. Came in the mail today. I saw the mailman, right? I'm like, I bet you that's mine. Hopefully it is. Hey. Okay. That's about it. Okay, we can get back to the video.
All day, and it'll turn into a conflict that I want an immediate answer to. And if I don't get a solution, then my mind will start making 30 more unnecessary problems. For example, the other day, 7 o'clock in the morning, I walked in this smoothie joint early as a mug. Got to the counter to order. The employee walks towards me with the biggest smile, full of life and enthusiasm. I'm ready, thinking I'm finna be a regular Joe and order 1 or 2 smoothies. Let me get 4 mango smoothies. Instantly, that smile dropped it like it's hot. Her entire aura shifted from I'm ready to I'm not ready. I'm not ready. She dipped to the back and go make my smoothies. 3 minutes later, she walked out with them still looking like she wanted to shoot herself in the foot. Heck, I would too, looking like that. Squidward had me thinking like, what you mad for? Like, ain't this what you signed up?
She probably didn't want to make all those smoothies. She was like, only this one dude and 4 smoothies? Like, come on now.
For? Ain't this your job? I guess you ain't ready to make that money. As soon as I get to the car, I realized to myself that she made them drinks mighty fast. Like, this is what I usually get.
Yeah.
It usually takes somewhere around 6 to 7 minutes.
Because that's 4 drinks. See, now 1 drink I could understand that being like 3 minutes. But she made 4 drinks in the span of... I have to check that.
She had to have took a dump. Maybe she put bleach in and she probably put laxatives in my drink. She put a glob of spit in my drink. Maybe I'm just overthinking. Overthinking sucks, man. I know the feeling all too well. It's the thing that keeps you awake at night. It leaves you struggling to make decisions, makes you second guess yourself in the decisions you make. It leaves you dwelling on a problem instead of looking for a solution. It affects how you work, how you operate. It affects your mood and just everything under the sun. Now, hear me out. I ain't no professional, but I deal with this same thing, so I can only give you my advice based on what I do specifically to overcome my overthinking. This is just what I do. You can try it out. I'm not guaranteeing you anything will work instantly because things don't happen overnight.
Okay, bro, we get it. Give us the tips.
That you can do as well to try to overcome your overthinking along with you.
Y'all better be listening, y'all overthinkers.
1, I think about the here and the now. Forget about the past, the future you can't touch. Just focus on the present. In the heat of the moment, stop, breathe, and assess to yourself what you're thinking and how you feel. Try to be more aware of your thoughts and not let your thoughts consume you. The goal here is to monitor them so you can understand what they are and why you're feeling this way. I do this a lot. Hope that helps. Number 2, I stop worrying about what I can't control and focus on what I can control. So, for instance, if you got a test in an hour and haven't studied the first note, don't sit there and think deeply on how impossible it is to study that much in a short period of time and accept an F. Take a step back, focus, and study as much as you can in that short period of time. Any studying is better than no studying at all. You never know. You might get lucky and cop a D or a C instead of an F off that short studying alone. Try it out. See what happens. Number 3, manifestation. If you constantly tell yourself, oh, I'm a bad overthinker or anything of that nature, like I tell myself, then that won't help at all. You're basically limiting yourself without knowing it. So instead of doing that, replace those thoughts with the...
So far, I'm gonna be honest with you. These don't seem like bad ideas for people, like, you know, for people who do overthink and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. this it does seem like a few of these ideas, well, actually most of them so far could work out, but it's only if the person wants to do it.
The opposite. Thoughts that'll lift you up, not indirectly tear you down. Remember, you got power over your emotions. Your emotions don't have power over you. Unless you're a psychopath. I believe that
Oh
what
yeah.
we say to ourselves is what we believe we are. If I constantly tell myself, oh, I don't overthink things, I don't let my past dictate my future, or I'm a clear thinker, and make the executive effort to make these positive emotions reality, then you're doing more good to yourself than bad. Try it out. Number 4, I practice becoming aware of what I fear. A lot of times, we as human beings fear our imaginations more than we fear what's in the real world. Like, we're afraid more of what might happen or what might be. A mistake we can make, what people think of us, failures, all the above. These are some of the reasons why we overthink, in my opinion, based off of my experiences. So to combat this, one thing I try to do is to just jump into action with a contingency plan. Basically, constant acts of courage. Listen to me, and this is based off of experience. The more you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, the more those situations you'll be used to. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. For example, when I can't make a decision quickly beforehand, I'll just take a step back and ask myself, what's the worst that can happen? And when I figured out what's the worst that can happen, I'll make a contingency plan. Personally, I try to take
That happened to me with some shoes. There was these there now for the people who know, there was these Air Force Ones, Space Jam. It had bugs on the other side, had a logo on the other side, and I was dictating get those or get my shoes right here shipped to me. Haven't worn these ever since I got them. I'm gonna wear them when I go back to school. Well, except for when I tried them on, but Anyway, anyway, so back to what I was saying. So I was dictating for like a while. Which one do I want to get? Which one do I want to get? I couldn't figure out. I asked my brother. I asked a friend. I asked another friend. Um, I even posted on my story to see what would people think. Now, by the way, those shoes sold out. Of course, they're gonna get sold out. They're not even bad shoes, by the way. A nice blue, a nice white, and yeah. But here's the problem: those shoes were 180 for me to get a size that I wanted, size 10 and a half. Those were 110. By the way, I got them at Foot Locker, or ordered them from Foot Locker. As you can see, I don't have those Space Jam editions, so I think you can guess what I went with. But it took me like 2 days, maybe 3 days to figure out what I wanted. I could not figure out. My one friend just kept saying, get it, bro. Just get the red ones. I was like, nah, I gotta figure it out. Then I did a little poll thing on my Instagram. Boy, at first blue was winning, but then it got tied up around the end of the day. I checked back and it was 50-50. Yeah. So I had like no other, like choice. But yeah, so it got tied up, and then after a while, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the Reds. I was like, I'm gonna get the Reds, right? And then maybe for like my birthday or Christmas, or maybe when I get the money, I just buy the blue pair.
take
That'd
baby
be
steps
smart.
towards my fears just to see what can happen so my fears won't control me. And, usually this helps me gain more confidence so I can go in less afraid of what can happen. All right. These are things that I do to overcome this problem daily. I also pray a lot to the big homie upstairs. That really helps a lot because my relationship with the Father is very important for my mental health and spiritual health. He's the only person that can supply me with eternal peace. Philippians 4:7. I know this
I agree. I agree.
ain't your usual story time
I'm a
Devontae
Christian.
the One video. I got a playlist if y'all want to go check those out. But I really wanted to touch on this topic because I feel like there's people out there that may not have guidance. So I really hope this helps somebody out there watching. I want to thank y'all and the big homie upstairs.
Some people just can't think. But hey, God will get you places. I'm telling you that now. Ooh, man. I pray every night. I don't pray when I eat food, except for when I'm at my dad's. It just doesn't come to mind. I know. Like every time I eat, it just never comes to mind to actually pray. I don't know why. It just never does. I mean, I used to pray back then at night all the time, but I used to end up forgetting, especially when I go to my dad's house since we do all nighters and I'm not, I don't really go to sleep, so I'll forget to pray and stuff like that. So I'll pray like in the morning when I wake up. But it's like that. For some reason, I try. It took me a while, but like I remembered, that because sometimes I'll be laying down, I'm like, oh shoot, gotta pray, right? But if I do food, if I am not thinking about praying. I have done it a few times, but it's like I don't know. When it comes to food, I don't think about sitting down and praying. I don't know why. But anyway, please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.